Hello everybody, welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program with me, Biffa. Thank you very much for joining me. Today we are heading off to a brand new planet and I'm going to help you learn how to make a main bus. Now, a lot of people would say you don't need a main bus as you would have in games like Factorio, because we've got these planetary, interplanetary logistic stations which make things much easier for transporting goods around. Like we have this little production node over here, but I thought it would be great fun. I haven't played a huge amount of Factorio. I've dipped in and out of it a little bit, but haven't done a huge amount. So things like main buses are just, I've never done them before. So I would like to give that one a go. And I thought, why not? Let's head out to a brand new planet to do that. And we can set it all up. So I am following the instructions that were put in a video by Mr. Robotic Warfare. I will link to the video in the description below. So you can go and check that one out. Say I sent you, say hi, leave him a like, all that good stuff. And yeah, there's a couple of cool little tricks as well that we're going to learn together about how we can squeeze things into an even smaller space. So I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need. Power, I've got all sorts of things. Yep, let's just head on over to the other planet after I filled myself up here. And I will see you when we get there. We are going to be heading on over to Meta 4. Plenty of building space on there. Okay, so this is where we're going to start. I've got a little setup here bringing in some iron, automatically smelting it into iron plates for us. And then over here, I've got exactly the same with the copper. Nice big copper deposit there, making the copper ingots for us, copper plates, whatever you want to call them. And then we're going to bring it down here, and we are going to build on the equator. That's going to really help us set things up nicely. Okay, so I'm going to set it up as if there's two lines coming in of each of our iron ingots and our copper ingots. You could have this second line of each of these set up to different smelting arrays if you wanted to from other places. You could put an interplanetary doodad logistic station here, bring in these things. Yeah, you can set all of that up. So you get the best of both worlds. But then what we want to do here is put some splitters in. Now, there's a little trick. For placing splitters, we're going to grab one of these. We're going to press tab to change it to the stacked version. And normally when you place these down, if we place one, the nearest I can get it is here. So it's not, even there, look, it's not near enough. It needs to be 2 away. There we go. Which is too far away. We could go, we could run our lines that width. But there's a little trick that you can do to get them a bit closer. If you place the next one before this one has been built, so I'm going to move myself a little bit further away so I give myself a bit of a chance before the drones fly over. So if I go like that and place the next one before the last one is done, now they're right next to each other, which is going to fit in here absolutely perfectly. So let's just get those into here. You stay there, please. Let's grab these. Let's grab those. And it only works going in this direction. I think it's east to west, west to east. It doesn't work going north to south, which is a little bit odd, but yeah, there we go. So let's do it this way. We're going to go there, 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 and there. Excellent, fantastic. And then we want to connect these up. There we go. So we've got all the items going in here. And then we're going to take out of the top over here. So if we go lift one level, there we go, and that's our line carrying on down. There we go. Let's go a little bit further there, and we'll go there, and we'll go there, and we'll go there. Excellent. So we're going out of the top, which is great. And then if we want to take some items off of this belt, then we just need to leave a little bit of space for another splitter. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to go out here because they are 3 wide. So we'll do that. 2 again. There we go. And then we'll just drop. Let me make sure I get this lined up. Yeah, 1 in there and 1 in there. Fantastic. And then we can get these hooked up again. There we go. So that line will carry on through. That line will carry on through. Then what we want to try and do is help this nearest line also take from that line over there. So I am going to grab some of those. And I am going to hook in. If we can go down. There we go. I'm going to hook into the bottom of that. And I'm going to come out, come to there, and curve back in again. So that's why we needed that space. I probably actually didn't need to go that far. But never mind, that's fine. And then also, I can set a priority on here. So I'm going to set a priority There we go, onto that top line. So it's always going to take from this nearest lane, and if it needs any more, it will grab it from that second lane as well. That second lane is being split 50% on, 50% down here, and then it comes around and joins onto that one. Excellent. So that is how you would tap off of a bus line. You could also do that for these up here as well, a little bit further along. And because these are always up in the air, these ones here, you can run your taps underneath, and that will just work perfectly. Okay, so we have the goods running in here that we need to grab. Let's grab an assembling machine. Now, I want to leave some space here away from this belt that's going to carry on down. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and pop that there. And then we'll just pop, let's say 4 of these along there. And then we can run this along the back and hook into that, which is excellent. And then we're going to set these up to make our gears. So nice and simple. And then we're going to use the arrow keys, or the keys to copy, and paste that all into there. Because it's the slowest speed at the moment, I'm just going to use... Oh, go on, let's use these ones here. There we go, that's fine. We might come back and upgrade all these machines, but I wanted to get it built with what we've got first, and then we can see how it's all going to work. So these lines are going to carry along... What are you snapping onto? No, I want it to be up like that. Thank you very much. So that's going to carry along there. So let's just build some of these in. So obviously, like I said at the beginning of the video, for those that skip or don't listen carefully, you don't have to do this. It's just a bit of fun to make a main bus. Obviously, there's ways of doing it with all of the interplanetary towers, but yeah, I want to see what this looks like. Okay, so we have our first assemblers set up. Now we need to get the goods out of here and back onto the belt array again. So can I run those right there? I can. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the output from all of these, and we're going to run that all the way at the back, and then that can come all the way underneath these other ones. There we go, to out here. And we're going to make that one, let's see, go like that. Excellent. Now, we've also got to get power in here. Now, depending on... We've got this solar array that goes around the planet that we can hook into. I've got some Tesla towers. And we can actually fit in a Tesla tower. Let's see. That's going to have to go, say, there. And then my next belt coming in, I want that as close as possible. That would go there. So for the next array, where we pull off of the main bus and make something, could be that close. So then we just need a couple more of these Tesla towers. So if we go there and there, in fact, if we sort of move that in a bit, this one, there we go, we can actually power that whole thing. There we go, like that. Excellent, and then we can just hook this thing up over here, and that would power all of that. There we go, that's going to start making the items for us. Very good, and that'll bring them out over here. And then we want to run this down here, so we can tap off of that a bit later. We'll go for the same gap. Now, if I wanted to pull something off here for my next assembling, I'm going to use one of these again. This little double tap, circle it around, line it all up. But to be able to do that, we need to leave ourselves some space here. So when we set this up, let's grab the splitter. So I could buffer that right up there. But if we go one further over like this, hook that up. There we go, and then that will carry on down the belt. So then we'll put that in the top one over here, like that. Excellent. So now we've got these running down our main bus, which is good. Yeah, and if we wanted to come off down here, we could now line these up. So we could now fit that into here. So this is for our little loop around the back here. So I'm going to have to replace this one because it won't fit in. There we go. So we'll do that. Then that. Oh, quickly before it does it. There we go. Excellent. Then this can hook into there. We'll go up one, and then that can hook onto there. That can hook onto there. That can hook onto there. And then this down here is space for our loop around. So we've got that into there. Excellent. And then coming out of here, we can go like that. So again, we would come off with some of our iron plates for whatever we're going to make next. We could actually put in here, so they would actually butt up right against there, like so. Oh, actually, we're going to need more lines along here, aren't we? What else are we going to need? Let's have a look. What else can we make? Let's just put one of those down and pick something that we can make. I'll tell you what, why don't we go through these in order? So we could do with some magnets on here, and we could do with magnetic coils. So let's get magnets first, and they're going to come straight from iron. So we are going to have another line that's going to be along here at this height, like these, that's going to have those on, and I could put another one on here, couldn't I? So let me just set that up. There we go. So we've got 4 smelters there setting up our rings, and now we can just run that and connect up to this line over here. So let me just do that. I'm probably going to use the faster conveyor belts as I've got a lot of those. Okay, so now we have the rings and the cogs, the gears, whatever they're called. So what could we set up to make next? Okay, so we could set up for some magnetic coils. So we're going to need 2 inputs for those. So let's count this as 1 input here. I'm going to remove this tap because I'm not going to tap off for those. I want to do things in order. So let me just put this back to how it was before. Okay, so this time we've got our 2 inputs ready. So let us put in these. We're going to go for 4 again. Like I said, we can upgrade these as and when we wish as we go along. Let's grab these. Okay, let's pull in the rings on the outside here first. These ones here, the magnets. That's the proper. Let's give them the correct name and we will know what we're talking about. And we need 2 magnets to 1 copper ingot. So I want to get those to this nearest one here. So we are going to run our tap. Shall we do that? And then we could run it out the front and go along. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can line it up with this one. So that means we're going to have to remove that one first and then go like that. There we go. Hook these up. There we go. And then we can come at the bottom of this one and we want to get it over to there and all the way down. So that'll be tapping those for us. Excellent. And then in here, we're going to want to bring off our plate. So again, we're going to have to destroy these to line them all up. You see, it's not the perfect system, but it works once you know what you're doing. So here we're going to have another one of these, and here we're going to have to do another one of those, and we're going to do a little balancer like set up like we have there. So let me just do that. And I imagine once you start getting your brain around setting this thing up, you'd automatically know what you'd need where, and you wouldn't be able to, you know, if we weren't using this little cheeky glitch to get these things in here, then we wouldn't have any problems, would we? But, you know, we want to squeeze it in as close as we can. So let's do that. Here we go. So we'll do our balancer around the back there, and then we'll prioritise. If I can get hold of this. There we go. We're going to prioritise the top one, and then if it needs to take more from the second line, it will do that. Or just got to hook this up. There we go. So that's bringing those in, and then we can just run off the bottom here. There we go. We could run our plates in. So they're now going to run in. Excellent. And that should start making... Oh, I've got these set to the wrong thing. That's why. Oh, I thought I've done it all wrong there. Oh, my goodness me. That was going to set me back 10 years on my life. And then we'll do that, and we'll do that. There we go. Now the items are coming out under here, and we can just run that along. Keep that nice and flat. Remember to go along a couple. We can then pop one of those on there. And we're going to go forward another one. That's it. Didn't leave the right gaps. We've got that now. And then we can just add that to our line going out. So now we have access to these as well, which is fantastic. So now we have access to those, we can now set up building our electric motors. So we can do the same. We can grab all of those 3 things off of here and add those into our main bus. So let me get that going. Actually, for this one, we need 3 lines, don't we? So let's just pop that over there. Let's delete that. Let's grab this one here, and let's run our 3rd line coming in. And I'm going to copy that back over here, and it's already got the recipe in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Excellent. Let me just get these hooked up. Yeah, I just remembered I forgot to do that on this line here. I've run it straight across when really I should be going up and around. So, yeah, let me just fix that. Oh, and of course, I can press Shift. Delete the whole thing in one go. Fantastic. That makes things a lot easier. Okay, so setting up to pull these items into here, we could actually use this splitter here and just come straight out of the bottom of it, and that would work perfectly well. So if we come along one like that, that will line up there. I want the plates as the nearest one, as that uses the most. We need our cogs here, so we are going to need to put a splitter in down here as well. So actually, I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that. I'm going to move that along one. And we're going to do this one. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll do this one first, then we'll do that one there. So let's grab one of these. There we go. We'll rotate that around. That's going to go there. And then we need these 2 in there. And do you know what works even better is if I actually line everything up correctly like it should be. If I could grab that splitter, that would be great. Keep skipping. There we go. So I want to prioritise the top one. Excellent. So now we can pull out of all of these. So actually, I think the plates are going to have to be the furthest one away, which I think that's okay. Everything's running fast enough, isn't it? So let's just grab... That will let me get that one. We'll grab that one out of there, which is fine. We'll grab this one. So I want to go one over to there. That will connect up to that. And then this one will come along here and connect up to that. And that should be all the items we need. I might just need to redraw this little line down here. Yeah, let me just delete these unneeded items here. If I do that and then hold shift, that'll get rid of the whole lot. And then we'll do that and draw that back in again. I like to go to the end, line it all up nicely. There we go. And any second now, we can start seeing those items coming out on here onto our main bus. Excellent. So we're adding all of these cool things on here that we can just pull off. And if we need to extend this, we can just build it out this way, make it even bigger. I'm using the faster Mark II conveyors and sorters, so we could definitely expand this even bigger. So what else could we easily make to add on our main bus here? And maybe this time I'll get everything lined up correctly first time. Well, let's find out. How about electromagnetic turbines? That only needs 2 of the items that we're making, so we should be able to fit that in, no problem. There we go, that's kicking into production, and now we've got those added back to our main bus now as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Oh, I'm loving this. I am loving this a lot. Now, after we've made this complete overkill of a setup here that can be expanded even bigger, I mean, you can add whatever you like on here. We've actually got some... Yeah, we've actually got some titanium over here, so we could run titanium down through here as well and add that to our bus line, and that could pull off, I mean, it could pull off that way, it could pull off the other way, and we could certainly start using those. But then what you can do, transportation, I have one interplanetary logistics station here, so if we just drop that down anywhere, just for now, there we go, thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can now make these 5 items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these products that we've made here, and over there as well, straight into this, and they can be shipped anywhere, which is absolutely brilliant. So what I'm thinking here is whether I could put that over here instead. If I line this up, or could I count that as one sort of array and just make that with those items? Or are we going to continue this bus around the planet? Whereas if we do, I want to keep these lined up here, don't I? Yeah. Let me put in the next line of what we might do, and then I can see if we can sort of line... Actually, we could just line it up here, couldn't we? I'm so worried about lining things up straight, but we've got to make sure we can get into the thing, haven't we? So if I go, say, like that... That's it, when you're ready. And then we need to have our next splitters. Let's get those set up. What about something like that? So we can have them split off like this, then we can have these ones run over the top if they need to go anywhere else for any other manufacturing. Let's just line those up so we can see what it looks like. And then we can have the 5 split off underneath. Every time we get 5 products, we can split it off underneath to go into one of these. Let's get that down low again. So that's going to go in there. That's going to go in there. That's going to go in there. And then these two are going to just run around the outside like that. There we go. Excellent. That's going to need some power. So let's hook up that thing. We could just grab some power from over here. Can we fit one of those in there? Yeah. So that's still hooked up. There we go. And that should be fine. There we go. Enough power. And then we can add in here the 5 items that we've got. Hey, and that's going to start filling that up. We could pop in some spaceships in there, which I do have in here somewhere. So they can, there we go. Let's just pop in, let's put that back. Oh yeah, 10, that's half. Let's pop in 10 of those. That's going to drain all my power as that thing fills up, but we can certainly add more power if we need it. And then we've still got space if you want to bring a couple of more lines through here. Yeah, I'm quite liking this setup. I think this looks absolutely fantastic. Overkill, possibly completely unnecessary, but why the heck not for a little bit of fun? So I tell you what, why don't you go and check out the video of the person who actually made this thing that I've basically just completely copied, Mr. Robotic Warfare. Go and give him a thumbs up, tell him I sent you. Leave a nice comment on his setup there. And I like this. I think we're going to do more of this because I like the completely unnecessary over-the-top building of things. It makes it much more fun. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you very, very soon for our next one. I need to either load more of these solar panels in, don't I? I'll do that and I will see you very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.